Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're covering the series finale of this amazing story called Huck, the most lovable superhero you would ever meet. But this story starts out dark. We learn the origins of Huck and his mother and brother. So if you're confused in any way, just check out the link below because I will put one in the description so you could catch up to where we are. Now, let's get into it because our story starts in the blizzard. A pregnant woman was running. She was running quickly because nobody seemed to catch her even when they were on snow bikes. She was fast, but not just fast because they cornered her and opened fire, but nah, that didn't stop her. She simply put her hands in the ground and shoved them beneath the earth. And when she got the opportunity, she dived headfirst into the freezing water. They shot and shot, but she was gone. Being the mother of Huck, she was quick. Helicopters tried to pursue, sending forth divers, but there was no point. She was like a missile. She was gone. And then we see that Tom was the one telling this story, telling Huck how their mother had escaped from the Russians and brought to America, explaining that her power is different from Huck. He can track people, and her, as soon as she makes contact, she could change your mind in any way she wants. And when she found out she was pregnant with 2 boys, she realized, yeah, I'm not raising my sons in prison cell. Never. So she decided to find someone who wanted her bad and simply whispered in his ear, open the door to all the exits in the complex, and he listened. And then she finished off, you make me sick, slamming his head headfirst into the wall. She got ready to move. And she moved. As we have seen in the beginning panels of this video, she was quick, jumping through all the walls, and I mean through it. She ran from Russia straight to America. That alone is a feat. And when she had her sons, she gave them out for their own safety. Huck felt bad because, like her, he could feel people's pain and he knew she went through some shit. So as soon as he heard her real name, he knew he could track her. Saying goodbye to all his friends, they didn't want to see him go. But this was something he had to do by himself with his brother. And so they set off, even saying goodbye to the girl who liked him. He didn't know, obviously, but he said when he comes back, he will make it a point to tell her. And so they went, but on their journey, because he is Huck, he was saving people every chance he got. From a burning building, himself and his brother saved people. When a circus's bus tips over, he saves the animals. He helps dogs cross the road. And finally, he arrived at his mother's house. He was excited. He has never met his mother before. His only hope was that she would be proud of them. Walking up to the door, they hit the doorbell, and she came to answer, and he was there, all grainy and happy. Hi, Mom, your sons are here, but she was confused. I only had one son. Before Huck could react, he felt a sharp pain by the side of his body. He was out, and so was his mother with one tap to the face. They were being followed. The Russian agents were back, and they wanted their goods, and their goods was Huck and his mother. Looking at her back in her old cell, he made it clear, I knew I was going to catch you. No one believed me, but I knew. Welcome to Science City number 33. Clearly proud of the fact he had caught Huck and his mother, he made it clear to show off his inventions. These 2 beings were actually androids, made with millions of dollars just to find and stand against Huck and his mother. But she didn't care about the stupid inventions. She begged him to let her son go. He said, why will I ever do that? We're going to dissect you, and then your son is going to make an army for us. He's going to father a whole new breed of super soldiers, and Huck lost his cool. Slamming against the glass, they told him, go ahead, try and break it, and he kept doing it. The scientist looked at his mother and was like, wow, you should be proud. Your son is a genius. When he left, he made sure to show his superiors he had captured the super beings, but before then, he made sure to punish the man who he had to beg to give him a chance to track these people. You didn't believe in me, and so you have to die. Blasting his brains out of his head, he made sure to make it clear that he was going to rule Russia. His superiors didn't deserve it. Huck, on the other hand, was trying to find a way to escape. His powers were to find things after all, so he thought, why not find a weakness in this glass? And he tried to go to work, But this oaf was still picking on him, still disrespecting him. Huck tried to appease his humanity, but he wasn't even human. He said, I can't wait to be shut down. But first, I can watch you and your mother die. In the corner, Huck's mother felt bad. She thought this was all her fault, but Huck made sure she knew that none of this was her fault. She gave him life, and for that he is thankful. Only for this oaf to shout again, hey, I'm going to put your brain in a jar, I promise. And Huck was so pissed off he lashed out again, only for him to realize midway through punching this glass that he could actually break it. All he needed was motivation, and his mother can control minds. So he asked her, tell me to break this glass. And she smiled, because all the way in the scientist's office, he heard a boom. He said, what the hell was that? Calling his god. And then he heard it again, boom. Like lightning strikes from Zeus himself, boom. It quaked all over the continent. Someone was punching. Someone was breaking something. Boom. And with one final attack, he shattered the glass. Huck was free, and he was ready to do battle. As soon as the other android found out he was free, she went quickly to join the fight, sprinting across the lawn. She made sure to pick up a missile as she was sprinting, directing it directly at where the cell should be. She came in hot, causing commotion and distracting Huck for a moment when he should have been focused on the fight. The android charged up his hand, getting ready to do battle, while the scientist ran away like a freaking child. They did battle. Huck versus machines made to hunt him and his mother. He was going down easy, but as soon as he saw his mother getting choked out, he was like, yeah, stop. Stop all of this right now. Tell your friend to stop hitting my mother. The guards didn't know, but as soon as they came in, ready to apprehend Huck, thinking the androids could handle him, they couldn't. They met shattered corpses of androids and they ran away screaming. Huck and his mother had finally escaped, and they couldn't find the scientist anywhere. She was afraid that he was free and he was going to come back. But Huck promised her, no, he's not. Looking at the light pole, he simply just broke it off, pulled it, and sent it flying like a javelin directly to where the car was headed. He pushed the freaking truck off the road, catching the scientist in his track. Realizing that the only way to end this and free themselves was to destroy all the scientist's research, they called him in, and she used her abilities to command him to turn on the destruction sequence of all his backups, and he did it. But then he realized, wait, you lot are soft. You're definitely going to let me live, and I promise I'm going to do it again. But this time, I'll win. Before he could escape, Huck's mother called him and gave him a touch on his face and simply said, forget everything you know about science. And that was it. He was left standing there like a goon, while Huck and his mother walked back to the US and using the opportunity to catch up. But Huck forgot he had some things on his list to do. So as soon as he got home, he had some lunch with a stranger. He saved some people from a flood, giving a large donation to a politician that lost an election, telling the girl he likes that he likes her, and finding his mother's cat, and helping his mother move. His mother, before she left, made sure that the boy she was teaching had all the courage he needed with her abilities. That was a nice touch. When they went back home, though, Huck made a sign simply saying happy to help, and his mother was proud of the man he became. But there was still unfinished business because the woman that started all of this was moving because nobody wanted her anymore. So Huck decided to do the right thing, and he went to a door just as this story began. Ringing the bell, he told her, I forgive you. No hard feelings. Everyone deserves forgiveness. Except from the evil one, because this prick scientist who thought he was the shit now feels people's gas. How poetic.